GA. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Turn to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Let's go!
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons hit 9-3 here on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned conversion on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return, here's Agnew. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This pass out wide to Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a point there?
Nagar's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. All again on 2nd down. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
In motion right is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 1. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Back to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touch. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The gun. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll rally and stop it short of the first down at about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now it's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Jamal Agnew. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Jets 17, Falcons 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to their bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you are so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 9.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Edwards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The pass. Intercepted.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
There's Wilson to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Jets.
Wilson's pass.
Breece Hall, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Nagar is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Falcons 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10 from the shotgun. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, 27 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All again on 2nd down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. On the counter, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down, New York.